lesson, and in today's lesson, I would like to divide into two videos, about like nihilism. The last time we talked about like nihilism, but
Yeah.
actually we skipped the explanation part about nihilism, isn't it? We just
Yeah.
suddenly jump into like nihilism, but I think most of my followers, I think most Japanese do not know about nihilism
Right.
unless
Right.
they are like a philosopher guys or something.
Yeah.
So, well, so like today's agenda, like firstly, I want to talk about we want to talk about like the definition of nihilism.
Love this topic.
Yeah,
Love this
and
topic.
I mean shortly, and the second like a little explanation about active nihilism and passive nihilism.
Oh, okay.
And then
Sure.
I wanted to we didn't have a time in the last lesson, so I want to
Mhm.
like go do you say go deep?
Yeah,
Yeah.
perfect. You
Yeah,
go
go
deep. Yeah.
deep about like why I came up with this thought. And
Me or
yeah,
you?
and me and you both
Ah,
as well.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
like why nihilism resonates with us. Why we
resonate.
feel
That's
yeah.
a good word. Tell me, how do you say
Yeah,
it?
resonate with something. Yeah.
You know what?
Actually, it comes
Yeah,
from like a scientific word like sound resonates, right? Like it,
resonate.
it
Yeah.
has a relation to something. Yeah. But
Mm.
we resonate with a theory, we resonate with a song, we relate to something, right? Like
How do you relate with resonate? Sorry,
yeah,
nihilism. That you mean?
yes, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. If you have like a vibe to nihilism, like you vibe with that idea, you can say it resonates with me. Yeah.
Okay.
Strongly, it resonates.
Okay. Yeah. So one thing about really appreciate um I appreciate you is that I always learn new idioms and the phrasal verbs from you. You
Ah.
unconsciously maybe you were using it, and after I'm reviewing our lessons, oh, he said something new, and oh, like no easy feat, like maybe like two lessons before you say that, no easy
Yes,
feat.
yeah, I remember that. I think with you though, I do it on purpose actually because I know I
Mm,
can. It is. I am conscious about what I do because you will understand them.
mm, yeah,
With the nihilism topic, then you want
yeah,
me to subjectively tell you what I think the meaning of nihilism is, right?
yeah, and also like, or would you please say yes or no? Like I'm going to explain.
Mm.
The, my understanding is that nihilism is that you think this life is meaningless.
Hmm.
If I say it shortly, but like our life is maybe controlled by like society, so like we grew up in a way that we think this whole thing is really meaningful,
Completely,
right?
completely.
But we are just like a cog in the machine, like a society, like
Yeah.
we are just a part of animals and like other like mammals. We just
Mm-hmm.
mortal creatures, and someday we die. But
Hmm.
as we are like we have like smart brains, we think about,
Hmm.
we try to find like a reason why we are why we live. I mean,
Yeah, yeah,
so
exactly right.
and when it comes to when you achieve this like point,
Mm,
and you feel like you become either passive nihilism or active nihilism. Not
mhm.
active nihilist.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So I I totally agree, yeah, you couldn't have said it better, actually.
Mm,
Let's say you're correct, yeah? Nihilism is the realization that life is meaningless, correct?
mm,
Then active and passive nihilism, well, you could actually change this to optimistic nihilism and then
mm.
sort of maybe just nihilism on its own or pessimistic nihilism.
Pessimistic
The
nihilism.
optimistic, the optimistic nihilist would be someone perhaps like me and you who feel liberated that
Mm,
nothing we do actually matters.
mm,
Because when you think about that, if everything we do matters in life, we're kind of trapped. Like
mm,
we're always going to be judged for our actions, moral
mm,
or immoral. So meaningless equals liberation from that. right? Like, so
Yeah.
active nihilism or optimistic nihilism is the sense of relief people get from knowing that nothing they do matters. The pessimistic or passive nihilist
Yeah.
might find that to be quite depressing, and you could also say passive nihilists are
Yeah.
also existentialists as well.
Mm.
They are nihilists because they know
Yeah.
meaning doesn't exist, but they're having an existential crisis because it attacks their identity, right? Like they're, oh my God, you know, before I was an athlete, now I don't know, like nothing I do,
Yeah.
nothing I do matters, nothing I will do matters.
Yeah.
Can also be that what you just said can also be existential as well. Like they're similar. Existentialism is when you are trying, you haven't quite reached nihilism yet, you still think meaning does exist, and subjectively you are trying to find meaning in life. I have a theory, that everyone is an existentialist. Everyone watching your video right now, everyone's an existentialist. You, me, we're all existentialists.
Thank you. You were so good at explaining about philosophy, you know, like the thoughts, like mind.
I have a lot of problems. That's why I couldn't afford a therapist for ages. Philosophy, psychology came from philosophy, right? The topic of like philosophy before, let's say like 150 years ago, philosophers needed to explain psychology, physics, evolution, biology. They had to explain all these fields, right? Philosophy just means knowledge.
Yeah. Thank you. I mean, also, and also the last part, like the reason why I came up with this mind, like the reason I wanted to talk about this with you was you were the one who told me that this thought. I mean, I was holding this kind of thought in my head,
right?
Like since the pandemic happened, I was trying to go to Australia and work in a holiday, and I quit job, and this pandemic happened, and I was out of work for a couple of months, like I was looking for a job, what I wanted to do. So I was like, I had this kind of thought, but I didn't know this thought had a name, like a nihilism. Yeah, and
Okay.
you told me that in our lesson, and after lesson ended, I looked it up in the like internet, and I found nihilism. Oh, this thought is exactly what I was holding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a big question, Yuya, by the way. I have some Japanese friends that have come from your YouTube channel, actually.
Yeah, you
One
told me
of
that.
them,
Yeah.
I'm not going to say his name, but he became a really good friend of mine, and he found me through your videos, right?
Yeah.
Is a nihilist as well, a bit like you, an optimistic, active nihilist, yeah. Is this school of thought, nihilism, is it popular in Japan? Because like you've got the opposite of nihilism, which would be idealism, which means everything means something. That's idealism, right? Like the universe means something. There could be a God. There is a God. This is idealism, right? The opposite of nihilism. I know you've got like is it Shintoism?
Shintoism.
Shintoism. Yeah, you've got Shintoism. But it seems to me when I speak to Japanese people, you seem quite well grounded. And when I say well grounded, you're not like, for example, I don't want to say any other country. Like I don't want to. This like other countries have strong beliefs in religion, right?
Oh yeah,
It doesn't seem like that in Japan.
Oh yeah, maybe. Like Shintoism, it doesn't have like a specific god like Christianity or like I can't find that
Islam,
one.
Judaism,
Islam, Islam and Judaism, like they have like a specific name of
just
the
the
god,
one God,
right?
yeah.
And Shintoism is a Japanese religion. It finds gods in nature,
right?
word to describe that multi.
Monolithic or something. I'm not sure what it is.
Yeah. I mean, like like
monolithic would be one god. Polyolithic would be like
polyolithic. Yeah, I forgot that. Sorry.
Yeah, I should know it, but I don't know it. yeah. It's actually really hard to pronounce as well in English.
Yeah,
that
most
word.
of Japanese are not religious people, so we can just take good parts from every religion. Like in December we celebrate Christmas.
Yeah.
And like Valentine's Day, and we have like a funeral at temples.
Right. Sure.
The temple is from Buddhism, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I see.
So we take everything from like good parts from other religion. Thank you so much.
Amazing conversation. Arigato. Take care, my friend. Yeah. See you soon. See you.